a documentary film production company, now specialising in work to support democracy and human rights, in particular helping to run elections. We had the second UFB connection in the Wellington region, and that's what we're running at the moment. For a number of years, Unreal Films has been trying really hard to be an international business from here, and it's been really difficult with our old ADSL connection because it just wasn't fast enough to do it. For example, if we wanted to send a DVD master to Taiwan for manufacturing, we would have to put it onto memory sticks and split it across everyone we knew who had an internet connection. They'd all send a little bit of it, and it took days, and it was a real pain in the backside, honestly. Or we just physically have to send it in the courier bag. Now it takes 5 minutes, and that's a significant difference. It improves our business. But I think actually being on UFB has a much more profound significance for us, which is that suddenly we're a small business in a very large marketplace, which has two possibilities. One, we can follow the old-fashioned route and get big, and we are getting big, which is great. But I think more importantly, we're also finding that suddenly we can do what we're really good at in a specialist way. Rather than having to be all things to all people, like New Zealand production companies traditionally do, suddenly we can find our particular great strength and find enough customers for that to be something we can do all the time. So last year we made over 100,000 DVDs. We major players in the democracies across 5 time zones, 30 million people participate in democracies that we help to run, and it's tremendously exciting for us, and it's cool. The reality is I can be anywhere now, so it throws the question around the other way. You know, if you can be anywhere, where do you want to be? If you can choose to be anywhere, and if that can work for your business, and the world can open up without you having to physically not be where you want to be, then you choose to be where you can do your work best. And from my point of view, firstly, Porirua is a good place to live, and it's a good community to be a part of, and you know, I have no desire to change that. Plus, it's close to a major city, and it's a relatively cheap place to be compared to downtown Sydney, so it's great. I actually honestly really doubt that there's anywhere else in Australasia that has the range of ethnicities and social situations and perspectives that Porirua does. You know, within 5 minutes drive of here, you would get probably all 10 of the socio-demographic ranges, and you would get, I imagine, probably about 100 ethnicities, and we use them extensively, and it's fabulous to be able to do that and be part of that. Well, I think that what it sort of naturally does is it pushes businesses towards being the best they can be. Because it isn't good enough to just be the local guys at a particular thing anymore, because, you know, locals suddenly mean something new. So you've got to be really good at it. So I think it's good for bringing local people into work and giving businesses a strong incentive to train people and nurture them. And actually, you know, because we're operating in a community here, and we have a quite community focus in the way that we run the business, it makes total sense that you invest more in the people that you work with and work with them for longer than you do in a big city, because you need to, you know. But on the other hand, you know, when you've done it, you end up with a really high level, specialised group of people who are exactly awesome at what you need, and that's what we're starting to arrive at. And I think that's going to happen with a lot of businesses. It does, I think, suggest, or it kind of nurtures the idea of a community of you know, related but different businesses who can really collaborate. It's a different model. It hasn't fully played out yet, and it's going to be really interesting to see where it goes. I'm looking forward to it. If Porirua won Gigatown, I think it would accelerate our transition from feeling apologetic about what we are to realising how awesome we are. In a way, I don't care what the outside world thinks about Porirua, because who cares? Whatever they think is fine. But I think, well, if we understood the richness that we have here, and were more anxious to dig it and to appreciate it and to make it into what we can sell to the world, that would be a great transition. There's a lot of emphasis on what, you know, the internet brings to a place, but I think if we think about what it allows us to take to the world, that's really the exciting stuff.